911. What is your emergency?
Yes. I would like to report a crime.
Okay, what is the nature of this crime?
Yes. I think I've been scammed.
Scammed? Well, Lord. What's going on? Are you safe right now?
I don't feel safe. No, I feel as though I am being scammed, and I just don't know what to do about it. Well, honey, who is scamming you? Who is doing these things to you? The institution. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, DJ Richie Scott, back here on the Richie Scott in Real Life channel, where we talk travel, lifestyle, and motivation. And today, I really want to talk to you guys about this feeling that I have been having for probably the past maybe 10 years, right? You know, I told you guys, if you watched any of my previous videos, about how I went to Los Angeles Film School, and I felt like it was probably one of the worst decisions of my entire life. It is a decision that I absolutely 110% regret. But, you know, as I'm thinking about it now, I'm just starting to wonder if my entire college career was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I say that is because to this day, I'm left with the burden of debt, okay? Now, for those of you guys who don't know, I did go to Virginia Tech for my undergrad, and I went to Michigan State right after undergrad. I went there for grad school for 2 years. And while I have to be honest with you guys, I do look back on my time in college with fond memories. I got to do a lot of amazing things, and I met some really amazing people, you know, and I have some really great memories from my college, you know, experience. However, in light of the fact that I'm still paying for those experiences, I really have to ask myself, was it worth it? Was it really worth it with regards to how much I owe in student loans, right? I don't know if I feel like, you know, those memories were really worth all the money that I need to pay back. And granted, I'm paying it back, right? But right now, I'm kind of like, should I pay this back? Because when I look online, a cursory internet search will tell you that there are some things going on right now within the world of student loans and student loan debt that make me pause and say, wait a minute. Have I been scammed into paying these loans when they're now starting to cancel student loan debt? Let me give you guys an example of what it is that I'm talking about. When I read news headlines like the Education Department erases $415 million in student loan debt for 16,000 borrowers, I'm kind of like, I don't really know if I feel like I need to be paying back my loans when I see that these other people don't have to pay theirs. Now, I understand you got to meet certain criteria in order to not pay student loan debt in certain instances. In this particular instance, with this particular headline, it's really more focused on several institutions. And I'll give you guys the rundown, okay? These 16,000 borrowers were allegedly misled by for-profit colleges. The borrowers, who attended DeVry University, ITT Technical Institute, Westwood College, and the Minnesota School of Business/Globe University, they will all receive relief through what is known as a legal provision called borrower defense, which allows individuals to discharge some or all of their student loan debt if their school misled them or otherwise engaged in other misconduct. Okay? So basically, they're saying that the borrowers relied on DeVry's misrepresentation in deciding to enroll. Okay? And so here's what they mean by that. Apparently, they repeatedly misled students by claiming that 90% of its graduates actively seeking employment landed a job in their field of study within 6 months of graduation. The job placement level was actually closer to 58%, according to the Department of Education. So when I think about that, I mean, I feel like it was all a scam then, to be honest with you, because we were all told and hyped up about these amazing careers that we would get if we went to college. Now, it may not have necessarily been by the college itself, okay, as was the case with these allegedly, but I do feel like, you know, society has definitely scammed a lot of us into thinking that, oh, you're gonna actually pay for this college, you're gonna pay a large amount of money. You're gonna, at the age of 18 years old, you are going to borrow a large sum of money, okay, to get an education, to pay, to learn so that you can get a job that is going to pay you a fraction of what it's gonna cost you to actually pay this money back, okay? Yes, I feel scammed. I feel scammed, okay? Because I was promised this job that was going to make me $100,000 when I got out of school. And that did not happen in that way. Actually, to be honest with you, I made more money not working the jobs that I was advertised to get when I left out of school. So to me, I feel like that's in and of itself, it should be considered a scam. And it may not necessarily be by the colleges and institutions themselves, but it is by society that promised me that I would be making all this money and that I would be able to get a job out of school in the career of my choice. And that did not happen for me, okay? And it did not happen for millions of Americans. I would wager to say that plenty of people who went to college and were told and promised that they would get this dream job when they left out of college and went into the corporate world were sadly disappointed. And I would also wager to think that probably most of them aren't even working in the field in which they studied when they were actually in college, because typically at the age of 18, you don't even really know what you want to do. So why would you commit yourself to have to pay all of this money back for what you really don't even know that you actually want? Scam. That to me is a societal scam. And I don't know if you want to call that the American dream or whatever, but to me, that type of American dream is dead, okay? It is dead. Dead and done, okay? Done. Finished. Kaput. I don't want to hear any more about it, okay? That's where I am with this whole situation. As you can see, I'm a little bit, you know, I feel a certain type of way about this situation. I do. I can't even lie about that, right? And it's my fault I was scammed, maybe. I don't know. It was somebody's fault. The people told me, okay? The people, right? The people said, this is what you need to do. And that's what I did because the people told me to, right? And now when I look back at it, specifically, I asked for it when I went to LA Film School. I asked for it because I had to get loans for that school and I ain't even finished going to that school. Why am I still paying for those loans? Don't ask me. I don't know. To me, I feel scammed. That's all I can tell you. I feel scammed, all right? So, you know, when people talk about the American dream and they talk about, you know, especially with regards to, you know, these, what feel to me, like these student loans feel very predatory to me. And I am very happy that I'm seeing finally that, you know, the government is really beginning to crack down on any of these institutions that prey on, people who have hopes and dreams about building a better life for themselves. You know what I'm saying? And if you are one of those types of people, I don't want to tell you not to go to college, because I think that there are definitely careers and industries where you will learn the necessary skills that you will need to carry you through. Obviously, if you're working in the medical field, in the dental field, in law, in engineering, and those types of fields. But to be quite honest with you, I really question whether or not, college should either be free, okay, and paid for by the government, since we're paying all these taxes, or it should not cost what it costs, because ultimately, for a lot of people, they're gonna go to college, they're gonna leave college with a huge amount of debt that they may not be able to pay off, and really not actually contribute to the economy in the way that they could if they didn't have those predatory student loans, okay? There, I said it. It needed to be said. Now, this video to me is more of a rant, because I've been really thinking about this topic, and it's bothering me, because my question that I have for myself is, do I pay these student loans, right, just to get this monkey off my back? Or do I wait a while to see what is gonna happen with the government in terms of, either reducing some of this student loan debt for borrowers or erasing it altogether? What's really going to happen? That's the dilemma that I face currently. So I think my plan is going to be to continue to pay them aggressively, and honestly hope for the best as I proceed down this path, because I want to get to the point where I am completely debt free. Now, not completely, because I understand that having some debt is a very good thing with regards to credit and credit history. So I don't want to eliminate the debt, because I know that some debt is good debt. But I just want to get it down to a point where it doesn't feel like such a dark cloud hanging over my shoulder. And it would be nice if I could be counted in that number of people that don't have to pay those student loans back, okay? That's what I'm hoping for. But anyway, let me know what you guys think about this. Am I the only person who feels this way, like I have been scammed? And again, this is not to tell you that you shouldn't go to college. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not a financial expert. I am just simply somebody who can tell you from my experiences how I feel at this very moment right now. And at this very moment right now, I feel scammed, okay? But let me know if I'm in the minority here. What do you think? What is the solution? What do you guys recommend, especially for those of you guys who have actually paid off your student loans or are in the process of doing so? Let me know your thoughts down in the description down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.